Hey guys, my name is Matt. Today we're going to be taking a look at Uniswap and we're going to go over how to exchange assets, and then also we're going to go over how we can become a liquidity provider on version 3 with concentrated liquidity. So let's jump in here, let's launch the app. It'll bring you to this page and we just click connect, MetaMask, or whatever wallet you have is. And we're going to click next, get connected. We can see I have some ETH in here. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to swap 0.1 ETH on the Ethereum mainnet into, we'll just say, some USDC. And we'll go ahead and swap these two right now. So we'll go ahead and we'll click confirm. We can see that gas fee is $3.55. Still horrendous, but not as bad as it used to be. So once that transaction goes through, this pending will be changed later. All right, so it looks like that transaction was in fact approved, and we can see that my USDC balance has increased. Okay, so there's another cool thing. I want to show you guys how to transact assets on different chains. So we can see, if we click over here, we can see we have Ethereum, we've got Polygon, Optimism, Arbitrum. So if you want to facilitate decentralized trades, it's really easy to just hop over here to Arbitrum, and when MetaMask loads, switch network. It's really easy to hop on here and to run trades through Arbitrum. It's actually a lot cheaper. Now, as we can see, I don't really have any ETH here, so the first step will be to get ETH on Arbitrum. We can do that by going to arbitrum.com, clicking on the Arbitrum bridge. Click on MetaMask, because that's the wallet I want to use. I don't want to use Coinbase at the moment. And they've got a real nice bridge here. I actually prefer a third-party bridge. So if we go to the ecosystem and then we go tell them okay, we click on the bridges tab right here. Across is actually, I think, one of my favorite bridges to use. We're going to go up here, we'll click Ethereum, and we've got a decent amount of ETH on the mainnet, so we'll go over and we'll swap 0.4 ETH perhaps. Let's make it a nice round 0.05. So let's see, I'm not on the Ethereum network, I was on the Arbitrum. It's going to give me a notice here, direct me to switch networks. A lot of this is pretty self-explanatory. It'll hold your hand, really. My one complaint about this whole process would be it is kind of a slow process. 0.5, and we'll go ahead and we'll click send there. All right, so we can see the gas fee is $1.27. If we remember earlier, that gas fee was over $3 just to do a transaction on Uniswap, so it's really cheap to go here. On Arbitrum, actually doing one trade on Uniswap built on Arbitrum is going to make up for the cost of doing a trade on just our regular Ethereum platform. So if you're somebody that wants to trade on a decentralized wallet, or trade on a wallet on a decentralized platform like Ethereum using Uniswap, because FTX and these exchanges are just not super safe, so it is best to have some of your assets on a wallet. So we got that notice. It's going to take 1 to 3 minutes. We can hop over here to the Uniswap. We can move to Arbitrum, and it's going to prompt us that our wallet is still on the Ethereum mainnet. We can switch to the Arbitrum network, and we'll close out these tabs and wait for our tokens to arrive. Of course, it's going to be in Ether, so we'll wait for that to happen. It's been a couple minutes, and the ETH finally arrived on Arbitrum, so you can see that's pretty quick. So let's go ahead and just compare those transaction fees. If I go into here, I can go ahead and take my ETH. I'm going to swap it into DAI, and I'm going to do about say 0.03 ETH, so it's about 38 bucks. I'll go ahead and swap that, and we can see that the network fee is coming in at around 45 cents compared to over 2 bucks. I think it was 2-3 bucks on the mainnet. So that's awesome. Go in here, confirm, and we get that success notification, and we can see real quickly we have 38 DAI now on our wallet. Okay, so let's say we want to go ahead and exchange our ETH for something else. We can go right here, exchange the ETH for wrapped Bitcoin, and we'll see that price update. It's going to be about 44 cents here as well. So let's go ahead and confirm that in our wallet. And there we are. Awesome. So we'll go ahead and close out of that. So that's it. That is how we exchange assets on a decentralized exchange like Uniswap. You can see they make it very simple. Arguably, it's a lot more simple than using Coinbase back in the day, or using FTX or GDAX when that was still around before Coinbase Pro. Those exchanges, it's fairly complicated. This is real straightforward, very accessible. So this second part, this is a little bit interesting. So you know how we're routing trades before? We're doing trades where we're exchanging one asset for another. So behind the scenes, we're able to do that because people have essentially signed a digital contract on the Ethereum blockchain or on Arbitrum, where they are letting people borrow their liquidity so that they can exchange their assets, and they're taking a small transaction fee for that service they're providing. So if we want to do that, we want to hop on the other side and put some liquidity up and allow people to trade with it, we can do that, and we will be called a liquidity provider. So you click on this pool tabs right here, click new position, and we can switch between, say, well, we were interested in picking up some DAI, so why don't we do DAI and ETH. So we can click that. There's several different tiers, and it should just kind of autofill the right one for you. And right here, we're setting that price for Ether in terms of DAI. So I'm actually not sure. Oh, we get the current price, which is about $12.70, and we'll go ahead and place bounds and say, hey, so if the Ether price in DAI is between, say, $1,000, and we'll call this $1,300. It'll fix that for us to get the proportion right. If it's in this range, we'll go ahead and earn fees. So we can go ahead and put in 0.01 ETH, and it will go ahead and, based on the way we specified this, it will pair that with 130 DAI, which we do not have. So the other way we can do this, once we've specified our bounds, is just to click the max button at the bottom. And here, based on the way that we have estimated price is going to exist within these bounds for this time period, we'll go ahead and hit preview, and it'll auto-populate it for us. And we can come over here and confirm that transaction when it's finally done. All right, now we can hit close, and we can see that our position is here in range. That means the price is between those bounds we specified earlier. Right now we haven't made any fees. We've got a small amount, so we can go ahead and keep this liquidity in here for a while, but I'm not going to do that. We'll go ahead and remove the liquidity. We'll click max, and just to show you all how to remove liquidity, it's pretty straightforward. So we can come up here and just hit confirm. Then we can go ahead and hit close. So we'll head back out here, and we can click on our MetaMask wallet, and we can click on our assets. And we haven't added some of these yet, but we can see some of the assets on Arbitrum that are in here. The other way we can view our assets is to go back to the swap feature, click on ETH, and we can kind of scroll down and they'll put the assets you have up in here. So if we go back to view pool, we can see that our position that we made earlier was now closed. And if we want to reopen it, we can do that as we see fit. All right, guys, so thank you for watching this video. Hope this was helpful and we got an introduction to how to use Uniswap and use a decentralized exchange.